Hello everyone, so today we're going to be talking about how to make gold in this game and how to progress in the game in general. So the easiest and most efficient way to gear up is to get your Home Moon MasterCard. Okay, all jokes aside, the fastest way to gear up and to progress in this game is either you spend a lot of time playing the game or you spend money on the game. So I know a lot of players out there, a lot of my viewers, you guys don't have a lot of expendable income to spend on this game. However, for those who are interested in a video on how to most efficiently spend your money, please let me know in the comment section below and I'll make a video about that. Anyway, let's talk about free-to-play first. So how do you progress in this game free-to-play, purely free-to-play, without spending any money? And how do you gear up? How do you get to, your Raven weapon? How do you get to your Aranzu weapon? So I'm going to be talking about that. These are going to be a few methods that I have recommended a lot of my viewers because I get the same question at least 10 to 12 times a day. Hopefully this video will give you guys a general guide or a general understanding on what to do and how to gear up in this game purely free to play. So let's jump right into it. So first of all, your first priority is always going to be the daily challenge. You can see here, once you hit level 55, or level 50 actually, you're going to see up here there's going to be a daily challenge and a weekly challenge. You always want to complete the daily challenge every single day. So the daily challenge will give you these 4 rewards. They'll always give you a premium daily challenge treasure chest and the daily challenge reward chest. And in these 2 items, this one's an event item, so it might change. And this is usually a set item that changes every day. So to complete this is relatively simple. You just have to do any of the missions over here. So there's a whole bunch of missions you can choose from and just pick whatever you think is easiest or fastest to complete. For example, I would do Celestial Basin, and then I would find something that's relatively simple like Avalanche Den and maybe Mushin's Tower Floor 20. If I can't do Mushin's Tower Floor 20, then I would do Ebondrake Citadel. So just do the easiest 3 dungeons that you can do. That way you can redeem your challenge reward, and that gives you 5 gold. It's guaranteed to give you 5 gold as well as a bunch of materials. So that's step 1. Step 2 is also complete your weekly challenge. So your weekly challenge, the main 3 dungeons that you want to do is DKV, you want to do FAS, and you want to do Snow Jade Fortress. So by completing these 3 again, you will also be able to get a weekly challenge reward chest, which will give you a bunch of tradable materials as well as non-tradable materials. So the main reason why you want to do your daily challenge and your weekly challenge is for materials. Because as you know, upgrading your weapon is going to cost a lot of materials. So that is step 1. So let's say that you finished your daily challenge, you finished your weekly challenge, and you still have 2-3 hours to play, and you're like, Carol, what now? I finished my daily challenge, so what do I do now? So next thing you can do is you can go into F8. So once you're in the dungeon, you're going to see that there's a whole bunch of dungeons over here that you can pick, right? So if you are just starting out, I recommend that you either start at Naru Sanctum and work your way down. Naru Sanctum, Naru Foundry, Desolate Tomb, Ebondrake Citadel, Sogun's Lament, Shattered Mast, Sundered Nexus, Gloomdraw's Incursion, Cold Storage, Avalanche Den, Awakened Necropolis, Heaven's Mandate, and Lair of the Frozen Fang. I would do all of those dungeons if you can. However, let's say that, there are certain dungeons that you don't like. For example, I really don't like Sundered Nexus, and I really don't like Gloomdraw's. So I would skip those dungeons. And let's say that you're really fresh, like you just finished the story, and let's say Naru Sanctum and Naru Foundry is too difficult for you, or you can't find a party for them. Then start at Desolate Tomb. The dungeons that I recommend all fresh players to do, like let's say that you need gold and you need materials, I recommend you to do Desolate Tomb, Ebondrake Citadel, Sogun's Lament, Shattered Masts, Gloomdraw's Incursion, Cold Storage, Avalanche Den, Awakened Necropolis, Heaven's Mandate, and Lair of the Frozen Fang. I would do all 10 of these dungeons. So it's not very difficult to get a party for these, because all of these dungeons, people just LFP. LFP stands for looking for players. So you'd click on the dungeon that you want to do, and you'd click LFP. But let's say that you're doing a dungeon that, you know, is it takes longer to find people. For example, Sogun's Lament might take a while to find people. You can order it by priority. So let's say that you really want to do Sogun's Lament, but you don't want to waste time. And, you know, the next up is Shattered Masts and Gloomdraw's Incursion. You can tick all 3 of the dungeons and click LFP. So it'll prioritize Sogun's Lament first. However, if it can't find a party for Sogun's Lament, it'll prioritize Shattered Masts next, and then finally Gloomdraw's Incursion. So that way you don't waste too much time in the waiting screen waiting for the LFP system to find a party. So by completing all of those, you should be able to get a reasonable sum of gold, including the daily reward of 5 gold from the daily challenge. Total, you should make about 20 gold. I haven't really done the math, because you have to keep in mind that you are not premium, so you will not be getting the bonus rewards that premium members will get for the gold. And these dungeons will take some time. By doing all these dungeons, it will take you, you know, an hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours, depending on how slow your party progresses or how unlucky you get, because you know, you are LFPing. It's very random. You might get a very good party, you might get a very bad party. It's, you know, it's a roll of the dice. So after you've finished all 10 of those dungeons and you're done, but you still have time to play the game. Let's say it's a weekend, or let's say, you know, you just have a lot of free time. So what do you do next? There are 2 options you can do now. So your next step is to either level up another character and do the exact same thing, but let's say that you don't want to level up another character. Then the next best thing to do is to go to Celestial Basin. Celestial Basin is here. You press M, zoom all the way out, go to Gunwon City, and over here is Celestial Basin. Okay, once you've arrived to Celestial Basin, you want to talk to the NPC over here, and you can see that you can buy a bunch of items with peaches, including gems and treasure pouches. So in order to get these peaches, you're going to see over here that there's a bunch of quests, like kill 10 of these looters, kill 5 of these guys, kill 10 of these guys, and they're going to give you like a number of peaches over here at the side. So what you want to do is you want to complete these and farm as many peaches as you can. So you're going to press M, and you're going to see around here there's going to be circles telling you where to go. So, you know, the red circle here, it's going to tell me, oh, there's guys, you know, I need to kill 10 people in this area. So I'm just going to go there and I'm going to kill them. The blue quests are usually investigations. You know, you need to go there and you need to press F on an item, or, you know, F on a pillar or something. So I would farm peaches here over and over and over for as long as you want, or as long as you can. And then after you've got, you know, as many peaches as you can get, you want to come over here, talk to Lee, and you can buy certain materials. If you're still starting out, the first priority that you want to get is you want to get your Mystic Badge. So there's going to be a bunch of Mystic Badges here, so you can look at the one depending on what class you are, and then just see which one is best for you. Next thing is you're probably going to want to get your treasure pouches, get as many of these so that you can get materials. So, you know, Elysians, Moonstones, Sacred Crystals, and Soulstone Crystals. You're going to need these materials to upgrade your weapon. So you should be just dumping all of your stuff onto treasure pouches. However, the second option, if you don't need or you don't prioritize materials, is you can dump them all on these EXP charms, because these EXP charms will help you get to Home Moon level 12 extremely fast, as they give you 1 million Home Moon EXP. So getting to Home Moon 12 does give you a lot of benefits. So over here you can see that I am HM14. As I'm HM14, I have a lot of skills that I can allocate. You know, I can get health regen, I can get movement speed, and then when I want to get, you know, I could get 20 in defense, I can get 20 in offense. It's very nice to get these bonuses, because these bonuses, you know, they give like 20 in offense gives me an extra 40 attack power, gives me 50 elemental damage, while 20 in defense gives me 15,000 extra health plus 120 defense. As we can see here, when I have 0 in offense, I have 1.1k AP. I'm going to put 20, and this is going to be 1.2k AP, as you can see there. It's pretty amazing the number of AP it gives you. So I really recommend getting your Homu level up there so that you can get at least 20 in offense, and then 20 in defense is also nice. However, if you want, you can also go 10 defense and you can go more into offense just to boost that AP number if you want. And that's it for this single character method. If you only have one character and you enjoy playing that character a lot, that is the best way to do it. You know, you want to just focus on the stuff that you can do all 10 of those dungeons, and then come to Celestial Basin and just farm until you're tired of the game, or until you want to take a break, basically. It's very boring. However, it is a very efficient method to gear up. So the second method is slightly more time consuming. However, it gives you better rewards than focusing on one character. The second method is making another character. Making another character does take a lot of time, and you do need to replay through the entire story again, especially if you're free to play. However, the rewards at the end is a lot better. Like, for example, as you can see here that I have 5 characters. However, I only have 4 characters that are max level, that are level 55. The reason why I have 4 characters that are already maxed out is because of certain events. So, for example, the event that is coming out on September 12th, it is extremely good. So you can get 4 oils per character as long as you do the event every day. So if you have multiple characters, if you have 5 characters, you know, we're talking about 20 oils. If we're talking about 10 characters, that's 40 oils. So 40 sacred oils is a lot of oils. It'll get you very far, especially since during the event they're giving you a free soul as long as you play, as long as you participate in the event. So having multiple characters is going to give you more materials, and the more materials you have, the stronger you're going to get. However, keep in mind that playing this much Blade and Soul, potentially you will burn yourself out extremely fast. So I usually recommend people to be patient and to slowly gear up. However, this video is mainly focused on the few people out there that are impatient, that want to be strong now, but don't have money to spend in the game. So the only way to get strong fast is to play a lot. You're going to be playing the game to the point where it doesn't feel fun anymore. It's going to feel like it's a super grind and the game's kind of like bland and monotoned, but it's a method if you're up for it. So, you know, the second method, as I said before, is to make a second character, do all of the things that I just said before. Next, you might ask me, how do you get more character slots? So you can buy character slots by using your Homu coin that you can get from Daily Dash, as well as opening your chest from completing your dailies. There's a very low chance for you to get this venture token. So when you get a venture token, the next thing you want to do is you want to go to your Dragon Express over here and you want to buy Dragonstone. It's 10 silver for 10 of them, and you're just going to buy 1, alright? The moment you buy your Dragonstone, you're going to click on the venture token and it's going to give you the Homu coin. As you can see here, this is Homu coin. So with Homu coin, you're going to press F10 to open up the page, and you're going to click over here to Homu coin. Once you're here, you're going to see the exact same items that are being sold. However, that's going to be sold in this currency instead of N coin. Then you're going to go over here to services. You're going to find additional slot voucher, which costs 400 Homu coin. So 400 Homu coin is not actually that much. So you can buy your character slots through this, or you can just wait throughout events. So every time NCSoft releases a new class, they will always give you a free additional character slot. So for example, on September 12th, when the warrior class comes out, we will all be getting an extra character slot. And keep in mind that they're increasing the maximum character slots that we have. So normally, our maximum character slots right now, as of the recording of today, is 10 slots. However, when the warrior comes out, now each account can go up to 11 slots. So when you have 11 characters, and if you have the time to play all 11 characters doing the dailies for every character, it adds up to quite a lot of gold. So let's say that, you know, you only do your daily challenge per character. And if you're lesser geared, you know, you might take half an hour to finish your 3 daily missions. You finish your 3 daily missions per character, and you do it on 10 characters. So when you finish the daily mission, you get 5 gold guaranteed from the daily challenge box. So you do that on 10 characters, that's 50 gold per day. However, keep in mind that is a very big time investment. We're talking about at least 5 hours time investment if you can do it, if you can do the daily challenge, those 3 dungeons within 30 minutes per character. So 5 hours is very big time investment, and you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. It gets really boring very fast. However, it is a very efficient method, as the materials you get, the gold you get is very, very worth your while. But it is very, very boring. So there's that. And finally, my last tip is make a character on the EU or NA server, depending on which server that you normally don't play on, and do the daily dash there as well. The daily dash between the NA server and the EU server are separate. However, Home Moon Coin is shared. So for example, normally I play on the NA server. However, if I get Home Moon Coin, for example, I get a venture token on the EU server, when I convert that into Home Moon Coin, it gets added with my NA account's Home Moon Coin. So that's why it's a very good idea to have an extra character on the EU server, just so that you can do this daily dash. There's a possibility to get extra Home Moon Coin. And another thing is, if you get extra materials there, for example, if you do your weeklies on the EU server, you can sell all the materials on the EU server for gold and spend all your gold to buy Home Moon Coin. So that is definitely another method in order to boost up your Home Moon Coin so that you can buy more premium items and more cash items with the in-game currency. That's about it though. Those are my main tips on how to progress fast in the game. However, keep in mind that by doing it on that many characters, you will burn yourself out and you will start to hate the game instead of enjoying it. And if it's gotten to that point, I would just stop playing, because what's the point in playing a game that you're not having fun in, right? Anyhow, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
What can I say except you're welcome for the heals, the boosts,